This is the Coastal Bend's most comprehensive high school football show, Friday Night Fever, proudly brought to you by CCRV, keeping RVs affordable and fun.
Hi, good evening, everybody. We're live at Cavanis Field. It's our Friday Night Fever game of the week. Flower Bluff taking on Veterans Memorial. Alan Harwell with Paul Alexander. I think we may have given away who won. How did it happen and what was the score? Well, let's get right to the highlights. Let's roll it. And here come Flower Bluff Hornets, a week off. You know, they were dying to get back on the field tonight, and I think they seem pretty well rested and ready to go tonight against Veterans Memorial, which entered this game undefeated at 3-0. The big story of the first half, 4 turnovers, 3 by Vets, 1 by Flower Bluff. This is Diego Delgado. Great interceptions, takes it back, but
there are 3 penalties on the return. It takes the points off the board. It ends up being an 87-yard penalty, moves it back to the 13-yard line. Carter Centerfit, 3 first-quarter interceptions for the Eagles.
All right, and you see the explanation here to the Flower Bluff coaches. We head now to the second quarter. It's a high snap here, and an alert. Flower Bluff Hornets.
And Bluff with the win in the second quarter. A really interesting decision we will tell you about later.
All right, so that would lead to the first score of the game. Isaac Miles up the gut, 7-0. And we finally got somebody on the scoreboard.
Isaac Miles is my cattle runner. One move north and south.
All right, those tricky Eagles, we talked about this in pregame. They go for it on 4th and 4.
They always have a gadget in special teams. We told you all about that at 5 o'clock.
But the Bluff D would hold. A wacky ending to the first half. Paul, explain what happens here.
Here's the thing. They're trying to get the offense downfield to spike the ball and stop the clock. In the meantime, they're trying to get substitutions on the field. There's 9 seconds on the clock when they spike it. They're then called for illegal substitution. With that, the penalty is a 10-second runoff, so the clock expires.
All right, so we had us a 7-0 halftime. Hornets open the second half, drive it down the field. It's Miles again to make it 14-0.
Yeah, a good surge again by the Hornet offensive line. Everybody wearing those white shirts just on fire.
All right, big play here late in the ball game. Vets has it 4th and 4. They got to go for it. And a big sack here by the Hornets. So the final score, the Hornets go on and win it tonight, 21-0. Coach Chris Steinbrook, this was a big statement win for you guys tonight.
Yeah, it was big. And these guys, you know, we took it personal the last 2 seasons against Vets. We didn't finish that game. And these guys did that for their brothers last year and the year before. And just so proud of these guys and our coaches. Our coaching staff just did a tremendous job preparing these guys, and couldn't be prouder of this group.
Running back Isaac Miles, you were the go-to guy for the offense tonight. That's called getting fed, and you came through.
Yes, sir. Coaches came up with a great game plan. O-line blocked terrific. Perimeter was great blocking. Came out and did our jobs, and that was the result.
And it was kind of payback time for the last 2 years?
You could call it payback.
I really like that calm, relaxed, and very diplomatic answer there.
All right, now it's time for the Mattress Firm Friday Night Fever Game of the Week Championship Trophy to the Hornets. Way to go, guys! It's a big night for Flower Bluff. We have other games going on. Let's check in live now with Roland. Roland, take it away.
Hey, thanks, Alan. Talk about surprising endings there. What a ball game with Bluff and Veterans. As for ourselves, we had a tough non-district game between 3-0 John Paul and 1-2 Westoso. A tough Westoso team. Here we go. When these two teams face off, it's always a battle. As a matter of fact, neither team could do anything with the football. It was all about the defense. No score through the first quarter of play. Second quarter, more of the same, nothing but defense. John Paul, who averages about 30 points a game, almost catches the break. Aiden Olivo finds Dominic Baker for the touchdown. Hold on, penalty flag. This game is tied 0-0 at the half. Third quarter action, or should I say late third quarter action, with about 40 seconds to go. Quarterback Olivo with the sneak touchdown. Last week he combined for 4 touchdowns. John Paul up 6-0 after missing the PAT. And John Paul rallies once again in the second half to win 21-0. John Paul will be home next week to host a Freer Ball Club. And Westoso, they will host a good Bruni team, or not so good Bruni team next week. But either way, it was a good ball game. And now joining us right now, the man himself, Coach Andrew Leon with John Paul. How you doing, Coach?
Doing good, man. Just felt good. We grinded another one out, and I guess we truly are a second-half team. We're trying to get it together in the first half, but we just talk about being resilient and letting that off-season training and all the stuff we do and kind of wear out people till we get to the fourth quarter and just kind of take over the game.
A lot of folks don't realize you are a very young ball club. A lot of sophomores on the team. Now, we're talking, we could just play 2 halves. This team is going to be pretty darn good down the stretch.
Yes, sir. Just kind of getting those guys comfortable being young and having the sophomore quarterback, sophomore lineman. It takes them a while to get adjusted. If they can just figure it out, get it going in the first quarter and right out the gate, man, we're going to be very tough. But just proud of them, just how hard they keep fighting, and tonight the defense saved us and played their tail off.
All right, Coach, really appreciate it. Congratulations once again, and hey, good luck next week.
All right, thank you guys.
All right, yeah, John Paul improves to 4-0 on this young high school football season. Next week, they'll be tested once again. Now let's head back to throw things back to Allen.
All right, Roland, thank you very much. It's an exciting night here on the Friday Night Fever. Back with more right after this.
Hey, Cam, I'm going to go a little quicker on these highlights so we can have time. And can Gilbert pop up the full screens? I just want to make sure they're right. I re-inputted them all and just see if the full screen's on my game and if Chelsea's full screens are right. Do you mind doing that?
Do you mind? Do you mind?
That's correct. That is correct.
Naturally as tall as Jeff.
Friday Night Fever is brought to you by CCRV, Thomas Span Clinic, Mattress Firm, and Good and Crisp Chicken.
Hi, welcome back to Cabinets Field, where the Hornets have beaten Veterans Memorial 21-0 tonight. A solid win for the Hornets.
What a job by the Flower Bluff defense. They pitched a shutout, and nobody would have imagined that going into this game.
All right, we have more big games tonight. Let's head back to the studio, and we've got Jeff Dubroff. Jeff?
Alan, Paul, some might say 11 teams on their bye week would be a down week. Not in the Coastal Bend. Plenty of action to get to. Let's start at Buck Stadium. Carroll looking for their first win, taking on the Moody Trojans. They're 1-2. This was a good game. It was head coach Juan Rodriguez's birthday, looking to get a win on the big day. Gabriel Garza lobs it up. Andre Sanders comes down with it. Stiff arm, gets down to the 40, but would not be able to continue on this drive. Look at this. Thomas Allman diving interception. Going to set up the Trojans on a great drive and a beautiful pass. Jakota Cullum. Byron Warner. He just mozzed them. Ooh, the Trojans rolling right along in this one, and they're going to pick up the win at Buck Stadium. Final score, Moody wins 34-8. How about Rockport-Fulton? They're on the road taking on Goliad. Garrett Loudermilk. He's going to hand the ball off to Ty Klinder. He's going to take this one in. It's going to be 7-0 Rockport-Fulton. But Goliad, they're a good team, especially at home. Fake the jet sweep around the end. Sean Justice going to plow his way into the end zone. We're all knotted up at 7. But Garrett Loudermilk, he's really good. He finds the edge. He takes it 50 yards for the score. The Pirates win this one. Final score, 27-13. Great games, but we're not done yet. Our Chelsea Torres. She was out in Sinton for a big game between two coaches in their first year with their new teams. One of those coaches looking for their first win.
Jeff, that's exactly right. You know, the Pirates, the Sinton Pirates, they were looking for their first win because right now they haven't had any game, and last week they were on a bye. As for the Trojans, though, they are on a 3-game win streak. Now the Pirates here hoping to get their first win of the season. Trojans are undefeated, hoping to keep that winning streak alive. 2nd and 20 here, the first drive for the Trojans. Quarterback Seth Gomez, who had last week 144 passing yards against Lowe. So midway, he drops back near the end zone, finds number 25, Corey Francis. That would be a huge play that would lead to a rushing touchdown by Francis right here on the goal line. The Trojans put the first points on the board, 7-zip. But the Pirates say not so fast. Second quarter, that sophomore quarterback Renee Galvan cannon to the left side of the field as he finds Chris Burke Jr. Now Galvan will call his own number here as he rushes in for a sit-in touchdown. Extra point no good. Pirates trail 7-6 with 5 minutes to go. Now, who would end up winning here at the halftime? They were already up 12-7. Again, another Sinton touchdown. And who would end up going to the final right here? Beeville ends up winning 34-20. So that means the Trojans are still undefeated. Sinton, another loss in their plate. And of course, they're hoping to get another win by next week. Can they do it? Can the Trojans continue that win streak? We'll see next week. Alan, Paul, go and send it back to you guys out there at the field.
All right, Chelsea. Chelsea, thank you very much. It's a big night. We have more highlights. We have Paul's analysis still ahead. We'll do that right after this quick timeout.
Always like goes crazy. Like, I don't know. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 3.
Friday Night Fever is brought to you by CCRV, Thomas Spann Clinic, Mattress Firm, and Good and Crisp Chicken.
Welcome back to Cabinets Field, where Flower Bluff has defeated Veterans Memorial tonight, 21-0. Paul will have more on that in a moment. But first off, let's head back to the studio. Nikila Pretier checks on Robstown and Kingsville. Nikila, tell us all about it.
Yeah, Alan, how about Robstown? The Pickers off to a 2-1 start, already double the wins of their last 2 seasons combined. And they were hoping to get a little revenge on a team that shut them out a year ago, the Brahmas out of Kingsville, who were looking for their first win. So to Robstown we go. And the Pickers fired up, looking for a win at home tonight. On that first possession, though, running back Jacob Flores can't handle the pitch from quarterback Jesse Resendez. Ball's on the ground. Kingsville recovers. And the Brahmas take advantage. Running back Ethan Bazan from 9 yards out in for the score. But the PAT not good, so they take a 6-0 lead. They get another touchdown, but miss the point, the 2-point conversion, so they lead 12-0 at the end of the first quarter. But they get those 2 points back on this play. Look, Robstown on the punt, snap too high. The punter recovers, but in the end zone, so that's a safety for Kingsville. The Brahmas up 14-0. And look at this kickoff right after the save.